Today we're going to check out the Fire TV 4K Max user experience. Just before we get started, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. I'm just going to press the power button, and I've set it up as well. So let's try this. I've set it up. I've loaded in the apps as well. So I've put Disney Plus Hotstar, and I've put some other apps. I've set up a profile and an Amazon account, and I just wanted to show you guys the overall Fire TV experience, which is actually quite good for the price point. So this is basically a smart TV interface for those who don't have a modern smart TV, or those who do not want to use the inbuilt smart TV experience of their TV and want to use an external device for whatever reason. These sticks are also very good if you want to access content that is not available in your region per se, but is available in another region. For example, we have Disney Plus Hotstar, which is typically found in other countries, namely, I think, India, maybe United Kingdom and United States. And we have some other content as well. So the experience, as you can see, very fluid. This is the the 4K Max edition. Very fluid interface. It supports 4K as the name suggests, but I don't have a 4K supported device. Supports all of your standard apps. So if we head on over to the App Store, it's the Amazon App Store. You can see we're getting some featured content, apps, Sun, Sony Live, Voot, Eros, etc., etc. We have kids apps and a lot of streaming apps like Discovery Plus. Haven't heard of all of these. Aha, not sure about that one. You got your kids apps, and yeah, just seems to be like all of the content is available. And the great thing about the Fire TV stick is, because it's an Amazon device and because Amazon is available in many countries, you can actually configure it to easily work with the country that you want to access content from. You just need to create an account from that country, from that region, basically. Yeah, and I've set it up here. Very smooth experience. That's your profile section. This is like any of the apps to test. I wonder if it will search YouTube. How about Mr. Mobile or Mr. Beast? Let's try. So as you can see, as I'm navigating through the interface, you can get a kind of feel for what it's like. So when you search for something, it gives you recommendations of where to search within. So let's see if we can search within YouTube right from the home screen. And there you go. Right from the home screen, you get the search within YouTube. That is pretty darn cool, if you ask me. You can favorite stuff. Here's where your purchases, rentals, and watch list items will go as you add them. Here's the content themselves. I haven't signed in, as you can imagine. You can pin up to, as of today, 6 or 7 apps. 6 apps you can pin on the home screen, and if you have any more apps, you can see them in the My Apps section. You can also check out settings. This is one annoyance that I would say about the Fire TV experience. It always gives you that notification even though there are no notifications. So that's quite annoying. But apart from that, it's generally a good experience. So you have all of your settings here, account and profile, network settings. This will typically be set up the first time you set it up, display and sounds. Here you can configure like information about what TV you're using. And basically this remote will work better with the TV you're using. So depending on if your TV, as most TVs do have infrared sensors, if your TV has an infrared sensor, typically just pressing this button will turn on and turn off your TV, which is really nice and handy. So here, settings from your apps. Most of the time you don't need to touch this. Sometimes you'll need to go into there. Some preference settings, settings regarding Bluetooth and devices. In some regions you can watch live TV on here. TV, so you can check out the settings there. Here you can control settings regarding your Fire TV stick or Fire TV device. Accessibility settings, not too sure what's in that one. Oh, captions and magnification and some other stuff. Okay, let's go back. There's some things that I would recommend that you change depending on preference. So if you go into display and sounds, and if you go into audio, and if you go into, if you go into advanced audio and you go into dialogue enhancer, I would recommend you turn this on. Personal preference. It basically makes it so that any vocals or audio that you're hearing from people talking gets enhanced automatically. So it becomes much more simple to hear the audio, or I should say the text of what somebody's saying. And this is also nice as well. What I've noticed is these days movies, they don't typically tend to have a consistent level of volume. So in one area of the, or I should say scene of the movie, you'll get really loud volume, and in another scene you'll get really quiet volume. So this somewhat helps to limit that and make it more consistent. So I would change that. And yeah, this was basically an intro, I should say, of how the user experience is for the Fire TV 4K stick. If I was buying this today, there is a lot of Fire TV sticks available. I would always go for the Fire TV Max just because it has a bit more RAM and a bit more processing power compared to the regular 4K stick. So you'll end up getting a much better experience. If you already have the regular 4K stick, I've heard from other people that you shouldn't bother going for the 4K Max, because at the end of the day, once you play whatever you're watching, you're going to get the same experience regardless. It's just with this 4K Max, things seems to be a lot more smoother in terms of the animations, which I really love, by the way. They've done a really good job at making this very buttery smooth, at least for the most part. If you install a lot of apps, sometimes I've seen slowdowns, but you can easily fix it by restarting the device. By the way, restarting the device is super simple. So the first way is to go into settings and then go into My Fire TV and then go into restart, and then you want to keep clicking on yes, yes, yes. Yep. So the other really easy way is from wherever you are in the device, hold the home button, and then you get shown this screen. You can go to the right into settings, and then you follow the same procedure with My Fire TV as before. So yeah, this was basically what I wanted to show. And if you enjoyed the video, do give it a like and subscribe. And if you guys have any comments for what you want to see me unbox next or show you next on this channel, then feel free to leave a comment. I hope you enjoyed that. Peace.